To get started, let's take a look at some of the marketing opportunities available within Instagram and ways that we can leverage those opportunities. First of all, you can increase the awareness of your products and services simply by posting photos and videos of them. Show users how your products and services are beneficial and how they can be used. You can also use Instagram to help improve your brand recognition. If your organization does some volunteer work for a local charity, post photos and videos of that so users can see what your organization does outside of simply selling products and services and how you give back to the community. Just like on all the other social networks, there are viral marketing opportunities on Instagram. They may not be easy to come across at first, but once you find that sweet spot, that piece of content that really resonates with your users, maybe it makes them laugh or surprises them, they're going to be more likely to reshare that content and to like it on Instagram, to tell their friends to go and check it out as well. Additionally, if you have a tangible product, like clothing for example, you can sell your products directly from within the Instagram app. So now that we've talked about some of the marketing opportunities on Instagram, let's talk about how we can leverage those opportunities. This may go without saying, but it's super important to make sure that you're featuring photos of your products and services. Instagram is a place to show users what your business does best. When you're posting photos, remember to add a description explaining how users can get the most out of the products and services that you have to offer. Instagram is also a great place to host contests and giveaways. My favorite way to do this is to pick a product or service, reach out to your users on all your social accounts, and tell them to post Instagram pictures of the most creative way that they can think of using your product, and tell them to do it using a particular hashtag. Maybe you can give the winner a gift card to buy more of your products and services, but what this does is it allows your customers to do marketing for you. They're going to post photos and videos of your products, your services, how they're using them, and then all of their friends are going to see those photos. So now you're reaching an audience that's bigger than just the people that follow you on Instagram. You're basically getting free marketing, and your customers are happy to do it because they have an opportunity to win a gift card or maybe a free product. Instagram is a great place to host contests and giveaways, so don't forget about that. You can also find users that are already customers on Instagram. You can search within the Instagram app, so you can search for keywords related to your industry, or you could search for specific products that your organization sells. And then you can see what people are posting about your products, what they like about them, what they don't like, and it creates opportunities for remarketing. You can also directly communicate with customers and potential customers on Instagram, just like you can on Facebook or Twitter. Remember, social media is your chance to give your organization a personality and let people know that it's made up of real people who really care about their customers. These are just some ideas on how you can leverage opportunities on Instagram, but I encourage you to think outside of the box and be creative as well. When you do something different, people notice, and they're going to be more likely to remember it. So you can use all of this information as a baseline, but don't forget to practice your creative freedom as well when you use Instagram. It will really differentiate you from your competition. Instagram features a number of built-in tools for businesses that are available exclusively for Instagram business profiles. Let's take a look at some of these tools and discuss how they can help your organization. Later on in the course, we'll look at how we can actually implement these tools, but I think it's important for you to first have an idea of what's possible. The first tool that I'd like to talk to you about is the sticker poll tool. This allows you to ask questions to your users in the Instagram story mode and then get an answer from them, so you can get some feedback. So you can see from this example, we have an image of a woman wearing a hat and a blouse, and towards the bottom we're asking the question, which do you prefer, the hat or the blouse? As you can see, by using sticker polls, we can gain insight into our followers' preferences. You can ask any question that you'd like, they're open-ended, and then using sticker polls, you can provide as many answers as you'd like as well. So you can completely customize this, and it's a great way to use Instagram for customer feedback. The next tool that I'd like to talk about is the Sponsored Posts tool. This is basically advertising on Instagram. Whenever we post a photo to our account, we have the option to promote that photo. So as you can see, here's an example of what a promoted post would look like. You can promote any post that you've uploaded to Instagram. When promoting a post, you can choose who you'd like to target, how long you'd like your promotion to last, and what the budget will be for the promoted post. As you can see, they look very similar to regular Instagram posts. The only difference is the subtle text at the top left underneath our profile name that says sponsored. So using sponsored posts is a great way to reach a wider audience by spending a little bit of money than you would if you just posted regularly. The next tool that I want to talk about is the Contact Buttons tool. It's actually more of a feature, but it's only available for business profiles. So let's take a look. Notice that on this example, towards the middle of the screen here on our profile, we have a button that says email. And the users, when they're viewing our profile, can tap on this button and they can send us a direct email. When you set up a business profile, you have the option of determining which type of contact options you'd like to display. You can add a button like this one for users to email you. You could add a button for users to contact you via phone, or you could add a button for users to see your physical location in a Maps app. And you can add all three if you'd like as well. Again, this is only available for Instagram business profiles, and I recommend that every business have at least one of these options available to give users an easy way to contact you to find out more information or to complete a purchase. The last tool that I'd like to talk about is the Storefront tool. Now, this tool is a little bit more difficult to use. You actually have to use Facebook Ads Manager, and you have to have your Facebook business profile set up with a Facebook catalog, which is where you can list your products for sale on Facebook. Because Facebook owns Instagram, and they're kind of interconnected, especially when we get into the business tools of Instagram. Now, once you've done that, you can apply to be approved for a storefront on Instagram. So it's a bit exclusive. It's saved more for big retailers. But, if you're doing really well on Instagram and you're selling products directly, it's definitely something that you can look into more. So let's take a look at what it looks like. So this is a storefront post from IKEA, and we can tell it's a storefront post because in the bottom left corner of the image, we have a little shopping bag symbol. And if we actually tap right on the image, a whole bunch of labels will appear related to the products in the image, telling us the name of the product and the price. We could actually tap on any of these products, and we'd be brought to a page where we can find out more information about the particular product, and we could tap to go to the website to purchase it. You can find a lot of information in the business section of Instagram.com about how you can apply and be approved for having a storefront on Instagram. These are just 4 very specific tools that are provided only for business profiles on Instagram. So you definitely want to make sure that you're taking advantage of these tools as you use Instagram for marketing purposes. In order to get the most out of using Instagram as a business, it's a good idea to switch your Instagram profile to a professional profile. Switching to a professional profile will allow you to access Instagram Insights as well as other business-related features. Before we jump in and do that, I'd like to mention that you must have a Facebook page created for your business in order to create an Instagram professional profile. So if you don't already have one, head on over to facebook.com/business and create a basic business page before moving forward. Okay, once you've created a Facebook business page and you have the Instagram app downloaded on your device, go ahead and tap to open it up. If you already have a basic Instagram profile that you'd like to use for your business, go ahead and log in. If you don't, you can create one now from this screen. I already have one though, so I'm just going to tap on Login. Now I'm just going to tap on the bottom right silhouette icon to access our profile here on Instagram. So now that we're logged in, this right now is just a basic Instagram account, and we want to convert it to a professional account. So from our profile screen, we're going to tap on the 3 lines at the top right, and then we're going to tap on Settings to access our Instagram settings. From within our settings, we're going to tap on Account. Notice that at the bottom of this section, we have the option to switch to a professional account. So we'll go ahead and tap to continue. Now during this setup process, we need to answer a few questions about our business, so go ahead and do that as best you can. So we're going to set this up as a business. We're using a photography studio as an example for this course. It's called Pixelford Photography. We can get some information from Instagram about what this is going to allow us to do. We can learn about our followers, we can reach our customers, and we can get new contact options, which I mentioned earlier in the course. So we'll tap to continue. Now we need to select a category for what type of organization we are. Let's go ahead and search for photography. There we go. We'll go ahead and choose photographer and tap next. Now it wants us to review some contact information, so if you wanted to add a phone number or an address, you could do so here, but I'm happy with just having our email address up there, so I'll go ahead and tap on next. Now is where we have to connect to Facebook, which is why I mentioned earlier on that you need to create a Facebook business page first. So we'll just go ahead and tap to log into Facebook and continue. Tap on continue. And we've now connected our Facebook page. So we have it selected and we'll just tap next. Alright, there you have it. So it lets us know that we now have access to more tools to connect with our audience on Instagram. And when we take a look at our profile, you might not notice all of the changes, but there is one specific change. It now says photographer underneath our profile name. And then at the top, it says that we've had 8 profile visits in the last 7 days because we now have access to Instagram Insights and all of the other great business tools that come along with having a professional Instagram account. Let's take a look at the Instagram user interface so that as we move through the course, you're comfortable with where all of the primary features of Instagram are located. When we first log into the app, we're on the home page of Instagram, and this is where we see any photos and videos posted by users that we follow on Instagram. We can tell we're on the home page because at the bottom of the screen, the house icon is shaded in a darker color. The next icon on our screen is the magnifying glass, and this is the search page. So if we tap on that button, we can now search on Instagram. So you could tap at the top, and you could search for a topic related to your industry. You could search for some of the products and services that your business already offers, or you could even search for some competitors to do some competitive research. And as you'll see later on in the course, we could also search for hashtags related to our business. Now the next button down in the navigation section is the upload button. It looks like a plus icon, and this is where you can upload photos and videos. So if you tap on that, you can select photos and videos that are already in your photo library, or you'll notice down at the bottom we could tap on photo to take a new photo, or we could tap on video to take a new video. But we're just going to cancel that for now and go back to the next icon. So that's the heart icon. So the heart icon brings us to the activity section. This is where we can see all of the activity that's related to our account. So we can see when people follow us, when they comment on our photos, videos, all sorts of things like that, when they message us, anything that's happening related to us and our business on Instagram. Now, the next link on the bottom of the screen is the profile link. And if we tap on this section, we'll be brought to our own Instagram profile where we can see all of the photos and videos that we've uploaded to Instagram. Now from here, we could tap on the Edit Profile button and we could change the description of our profile here on Instagram. And we're going to take a look at that more in depth later on how to actually build an Instagram profile. However, I'd like to also mention that if at any time you need to access the Instagram settings, you can tap on the 3 lines at the top right, and then you can tap on the Settings button at the top of this page. And you'll be brought into your Instagram settings, and we'll look at a couple of the important areas within the settings later on in the course, but I did want to bring you here so that you know how to access it if you need to find something. So hopefully now you have an idea of where all of the primary sections of Instagram are located so that you know where to go when I'm speaking about one of these sections later on in the course. One of the best ways to be successful at something new is to look at others that have already had success at whatever it is you're trying to do and see what you can learn from them. So let's take a look at a couple businesses that have been successful on Instagram and try and see what type of content they're posting and why they've been so successful. So I'm here in the Instagram app and I'm on the search screen. So I'm just going to tap in the search bar at the top of the screen, and then I can start typing to search for a brand. Now the first brand that I want to take a look at is IKEA. And I want to mention real quick, notice that in the search results here, in my recent search results, some of the brands have a blue check mark next to them. That means that that is a verified account. So when you're looking for a big brand name company, you can probably assume that it's going to have that little check mark to the right of the name. So we're looking for the main IKEA account, and we can see that it's already here. If it wasn't, I could search for it at the top, but I have the IKEA USA account, so I'm just going to tap to access that account. IKEA has had a lot of success here on Instagram. We can see that they have over 2 million followers, and if we scroll down a little bit, we can see what type of photos they're posting. So obviously they're a furniture company, and that lends pretty well to Instagram because they can show photos of all of their products. They can create rooms that look furnished and lived in, and then they can use the shopping post feature here on Instagram to sell some of their products. So if we scroll down here, you'll notice that we have one post down here at the bottom with the green bed, and it has a little shopping bag symbol, and that means it's a shopping post. So if we tap on that, we can tap on the actual image, and you can see all of the items for sale. Now, one thing that IKEA does pretty well is they do a pretty good job of putting some descriptions about their photos and giving people ideas on how to improve their living spaces. So you can see this one is saying, you can make your bedroom more inspirational with natural textiles and warm lighting. And now if we go back to the IKEA Instagram page and we scroll to the top, I also want to mention that they have a description here. They have a link to their storefront here on Instagram. You can see that's the bit.ly link at the top. And then they also have a custom hashtag, and that's MyIKEAUSA. You can see it in the description. So they are encouraging their users to post photos and videos of people using their products with the MyIKEAUSA hashtag. That helps them get some feedback from their customers, and it might allow some of their users to do marketing for them. Notice that you can also message or call IKEA directly from their Instagram page with the buttons next to the follow button. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at another company. So I'm just going to tap back on the search page here. And the next company that I'd like to take a look at is Chobani, the yogurt company. So you'll notice it's already in my recent searches, so I don't need to actually type in the name Chobani. So I'm just going to tap on Chobani to access their Instagram profile. Chobani is a yogurt company. I really love the Chobani Instagram page. I have for years. If we scroll down the page a little bit, you'll notice that they don't just have pictures of yogurt, because I guess that could get kind of boring, right? Yogurt's yogurt. And notice they're showing you how to use their products. So we have different meals that people have made with yogurt here. It features salads, desserts, and a number of different meals that you can make with Chobani yogurt. They also have a very colorful profile. It's one of the aspects I like most about the Chobani brand. It just gives off this very happy-go-lucky vibe. Chobani has done really, really well here on Instagram, and it's a great example to follow. Notice that when we scroll back up to the top here, that they also have a link at the top that takes you to their Instagram storefront where you can purchase their products. It used to take you to a website that contained a number of different recipes that include Chobani yogurt, and I thought that was pretty useful and creative. Chobani does a great job of showing users creative ways to use their product. When I think of Chobani or yogurt in general, I think about kind of just eating yogurt and less about cooking with it. But by following the Chobani brand on Instagram, I'm presented with a number of different ways to use the product aside from just eating it plain. So if I were to go to the grocery store to actually make one of the recipes that I found on the Chobani Instagram page, I'm probably going to be more likely to buy Chobani for the recipe than another brand of yogurt. Chobani's had a lot of success. It's a yogurt company, but you can get some great ideas here. So the Chobani photos look absolutely amazing. I love the colors. Food is really big on Instagram, so if you're a food company or have anything related to food, you've got a great opportunity on Instagram because foodies love their food photos. And remember, you don't need to be a professional photographer to post amazing looking photos to Instagram. You can take a good photo, obviously one that's in focus, but then you can use the Instagram filters and editing options, and it really allows you to give your photos a nice professional feel. So these two companies are just a couple of examples of different companies that have had success here on Instagram. Hopefully it gives you some ideas for your own brand as we move forward in the course. You definitely want to be original and unique, but taking a look at what other companies have done and how they've been successful will hopefully help you in being successful on Instagram as well.